powered by Riverside FM.
Welcome back to Soulfire Sessions. I'm Lady RiZe, your inner balance architect, and of course, I am joined by my favorite co-host, Madam Amani and Devar. Last week, we got our sexy souls moist and semen released all over envy, stagnant bullshit, and lack of purpose. Now we sustain our sexy soul with eternal afterglow. Solar power for your sexy soul. Are you someone asking, why do I feel powerless? Where is my motivation? Or where's some solar plexus chakra healing? Because burnout isn't just exhaustion, it's crisis of personal power. Hello, block solar plexus. Today, we reactivate your sacred swagger with an orgasmic solar recharge. Also, a golden chakra ritual to make your confidence weatherproof and ignite your circuit board. So, Madam Amani, Devar, ready to glow externally?
I'm here to reclaim the burn. Let's power back up. Let's glow, Lady RiZe. Let's glow.
Absolutely ready for it.
Yo, I'm charged and fully aligned. Last week we emptied out the false narratives, the envy, the burnout, the emotional constipation, but today we plug back in the power, real power, not ego power, not look at me power. I'm talking about that solar core, God-given confidence. That I don't chase, I attract because I'm in alignment type of energy.
Ooh, I love that. We're lining it up, removing that constipation. We don't want to change it to diarrhea, so we're going to balance it right out.
Definitely don't want that dang diarrhea. That'll dehydrate you like a mug. You won't be
Right.
moist no more.
Right. Oh, gosh. So, yes, you've named exhaustion, the power leaks, the guilt, but knowing what's broken isn't enough. Where it's broken. Right here on your sternum. That's your solar plexus, that golden sunburst behind your belly button. Isn't just blocked, it's been eclipsed by burnout. But here's your revolution. This chakra is your soul's power grid. It turns orgasm into an unshakable radiance. So let's reboot your inner sun. Madam Amani, Devar, guard the sacred space. We're going deep into the Solar Sustenance 101. So, the solar sustenance, your solar plexus chakra. Let me give you a primer here. So, that's your third chakra. The element is fire. So, that aligns exactly with what we're lighting up tonight. The color associated with your solar plexus is yellow, and it governs your willpower, self-worth. Burnout, that's energy blackout. And so activation cues, when empowered, you feel like you choose, you deserve, you act, you don't sit stagnant. When your solar plexus is cleared out, you feel empowered. For visualization, you can breathe yellow light into your core and whisper, my power is renewable. And the anatomy and energetics, the physical hub is your stomach, your gut health, liver, your pancreas, that adrenal fatigue. So that ties to you're tired, but you're still all wired up. And then that neuro-spiritual link. That's your gut microbiome. 90% of serotonin production. And so when it's balanced, you feel your worth. You feel worthy. You feel your purpose. And the fire element literally burns toxins. So it's also associated with your metabolism and your willpower. So when it's blocked or there's red flags associated with your solar plexus, the physical association will be digestive issues, tension between your ribs, and that adrenal burnout. For emotional, you'll recognize procrastination, that imposter syndrome will creep in, resentment, and chronic indecision. And the spiritual blockage associated with your solar plexus is you feel like you have to earn your right to exist. You have that mentality. So key affirmation to clear that out is let yourself know, I digest life with ease. My power is not earned. And so there's a somatic clearing practice. Madam Amani, want to tell us about that?
Absolutely. So the golden storm, breath work. Sit tall, fists at solar plexus. Inhale sharply through the nose. Hold for 3. And filling your core. Exhale with a sound. Imagine yellow storm clouds dissolving doubt. Sounds relaxing.
It does.
And then B, boundary embodiment drill. Stand like a sunflower. Arms out, palms forward. Say, this far, no further. Feel a golden force field crystallizing. And then C, adrenal reset tap. Tap above navel for 30 seconds while humming Ram. Solar plexus mantra. Visualize stress as black smoke exiting fingertips.
Yes, we love that. We're going to do that mantra, tap above our navels, get our solar plexus cleared out. And that hum there, that's for me where I choose to kind of say fuck, but yeah, the ram, solar
Anything
plexus as well.
that fits.
Right, whatever fits you. So, Devar, what about that sacred sustenance ritual? You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, first of all, that hit different because real talk, burnout isn't just a lack of rest, it's a lack of recognition. You start running on fumes when you're giving, grinding, and glowing for everyone except yourself. So, here's how I refuel from the inside out. Solar plexus tea ritual. Look, I've been that dude on the road, no sleep, back stiff, soul even stiffer. Now when I pause, I brew purpose into a cup. Turmeric to soften the inflammation of always proving myself. Ginger for that fire I forgot I had. Cayenne for the kick that reminds me I still got it. While I sip, I affirm I am fortified from within. What I carry is sacred. Third son anointing oil. Every king needs his scent. Mine is cedar, lemon, and black pepper. That combo grounds me, clears my mind, and sharpens my purpose. I rub it into my solar plexus and say, I anoint my power, so be it. It's not just cologne, it's a declaration. C, power food alignment. And don't sleep on what you eat. When I'm low, I lean into bananas, oats, turmeric rice, squash, yellow foods. Why? Because they feed that solar energy. They say, yo, Devar, you still deserve to shine. This ain't no trend, it's sustenance. This is how I keep my solar center activated even when life dims the light. Let your food, Your rituals, your words become your generator.
Absolutely. Keeping our solar plexus lit the fuck up. Anointed.
Mm.
So be it. I love that. So I'm going to start putting my turmeric, ginger, cayenne, so I can light that fire under my ass as well. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's see, Madam Amani, women often have a solar plexus block through overgiving. How do we own power without masculizing?
Well, let me stretch before I answer this one because that question right there, whew,
Hmm.
it's been bruising backs and breaking hearts for generations.
Mm-hmm.
So, we've been told that to be powerful, we have to be hard. Emotionally unavailable in a blazer. I lead by receiving, I shine without hardening, and I radiate without retreat. So,
Right.
because owning your power doesn't mean becoming less soft, it means your softness becomes non negotiable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, non-negotiable. We're breaking all those myths and tearing that shit down because I love that coming soft and how dressed up in a blazer. We're knocking that out.
Yes.
All right, and Devar, feminine power isn't hard, it's unshakably fluid. So try the sun-kissed surrender. Lay in the sunlight, put one hand on your core and whisper, I lead by receiving. And so, Devar, what about men? Men bypass this chakra by doing versus being, actually being. So, what's your non negotiable stillness drill?
Well, it's power without the push. Masculine refrain. Rest is not retreat, it's recalibration. When we talk solar plexus power, most men think grind harder, hustle more, keep producing. But here's the truth most of us never get taught. Masculine power isn't just force, it's focus. And focus requires stillness. The sunset check in ritual. Use this to unplug the doing and reclaim your being. 5 to 10 minutes max. Simple but sacred. Park, pause, and post up. Stand or sit where you can see the sky shift. Sunset, clouds, even street lights at dusk. Right hand on your gut. That's your solar plexus, your power station. Breathe into it like you're stoking a fire. Repeat this truth aloud or in your mind. I am not what I produce. I am power in presence. I move with intention, not impulse. Let your body ungrip. Notice your jaws, your fists, and your shoulders. Let them fall. This is where purpose finds space to breathe. A power tip would be stillness doesn't weaken your grind, it sharpens it. It's the moment before the archer releases the arrow. Still, focused, and ready to fly.
Woo, ready
Wow.
to fly. I love that. And that's how I am because I like to be still. I like to acknowledge what's going on with all of my body, mentally,
Mm-hmm.
physically, emotionally.
Yes.
Have to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I love that staring at the horizon. I need to do that. 5 minutes staring at the horizon. I like to connect with that nature, God's beautiful work there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so now we've diagnosed that grid failure in your golden core, your solar plexus. But knowing your powers out isn't enough. So, how do we restore the voltage? We don't force it with hustle, we recharge it with sacred surrender. Let me be your pleasure electrician and explain how the orgasm system reroutes exhaustion into external radiance.
Sounds like a
Mm.
wee.
Wee, let's get it.
Right.
So I want to show you how to plug back into yourself.
Hmm.
So first, let me break down my orgasm, the first explosive one, with an orgasm solar recharge. And also, hint, hint, if you didn't catch it, that's one of our acronyms today. So it's going to be orgasm. We're having a full-blown orgasm. So optimize radiance, goddess, authority, sacred magnetism. That is our orgasm for today. So orgasm, we're going to orgasm with some intention up in here. Orgasm with intention is ongoing replenishment, a river in my veins, never drained, flowing when the world says empty. Rise, fierce, radiance, guardianship. My no, a golden shield. My yes, a sunbeam, piercing fog. Gather, goddess alignment. My hips swaying, cheeks clapping, prayers into earth. My spine, an altar of I belong. And the afterglow, that afterglow science, where rest becomes revolution and collapse births constellations. Central maintenance. We have
I
to have
love
some
your modes.
central maintenance.
Wow.
Silk on silk, and that milk chocolate on tongue. And Devar, I know you're having that caramel. I already know.
Tasty.
You already know.
I'm having that milk chocolate on tongue, and pleasure as my daily devotion. Miracles. Woo, the orgasm. Not a moment's gasp, but eternity's breath. Woo, that was such an orgasm. So, Madam Amani, what do you think about that?
You just turned orgasm into a solar-powered sermon. Oh my goodness.
Whew.
I felt that all up in my follicles. See what you did? That wasn't just a breakdown. That was a sacred reclamation.
Yeah.
Because women, especially Black women, been taught to earn their radiance, to prove they deserve rest. So
right.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you. I loved expressing that and sharing that with you all. Yes.
Wow. Wow, RiZe, that was electric. Like you turned the orgasm into gospel. I, I felt every pulse of that for real. And for me, orgasm isn't just about fire, it's how we sustain the heat without burning out. Men need that afterglow wisdom too, because it's not enough to rise. We got to replenish while we rise. So, yeah, let's plug back into our source. Let's charge the soul, not just the grind.
Right. We're recharging, lifting
Mhm.
head. Yeah. And so, Madam Amani, yes, those women, they often power leak through that overgiving. So how does your orgasm seal those cracks?
All right. Overgiving. That's the silent saboteur of the sacred feminine. Orgasm. So, my orgasm was a resurrection. I didn't just stumble into it. I reconstructed myself with it. My ongoing replenishment looked like bubble baths I didn't apologize for, 15-minute naps, because, we got to get our rest, moaning during my tea sips like it was gospel, my radiance guardianship was saying no without desertion, just no, because I'm sacred. Goddess alignment wasn't about being perfect. It was about laying naked in the sun, belly soft, laughing like I was a solar panel built to receive. That afterglow science is real. There's a chemical glow up in your cells when you choose pleasure on purpose. My
Yep.
whole nervous system went from survival to sensual maintenance. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Sensuality isn't just sexy, it's stabilizing. And the miracles, whew, they show up when I stopped outsourcing my glow. My
Yep.
orgasm wasn't just orgasmic, it was organizing. It reminded me I am not a power source to be drained. I am a power grid to be honored. So if you've been
Mm-hmm.
leaking like queens, kings, patch those cracks with your pleasure.
Wow. Radiance is revenue with that one. You fucking reprogrammed our DNA. Whew.
Hmm.
Yes, we have to invest in our energy and tap in. We are plugging back into ourselves, and I love that. But
Yes.
yeah, family, what about our brothers, our divine masculines flames? Devar, while Madame Amani and I rewire the feminine power grid, how does the masculine energy engineer that infrastructure to hold the liquid radiance? Give us your orgasm transmission. How do men surrender to sacred sustainability without losing their fire?
Yeah, I had to learn this the hard way. I used to think that rest was weakness, that pausing was quitting, that only the grind could prove I was worthy to lead, love, or even exist. But that grind damn near broke me. I was overextending, overcommitting, and overcompensating, and undernourished in every damn area of my life. I looked strong on the outside, but inside, my soul was screaming for air. So, this orgasm solar recharge, it's not just a clever acronym, it becomes a blueprint for how I reclaim my fire without burning out. My masculine orgasm blueprint, oh, for ongoing replenishment. Here's a masculine myth: rest after you earn it. Nah, I rest so I can stay in the game. Now I ask myself daily, what fuels me? What fuels me that doesn't use me? Sometimes it's silence, sometimes it's sound, sometimes it's sitting in the car just listening to music when no one asking me for anything. R for Radiance Guardianship. The more I glow, the more people ask me to give. But here's the lesson. I don't dim for anyone. I protect my light like a sacred flame. My no is not rejection, it's a boundary that honors my yes. G for God alignment. I have to get honest with myself. Am I building my vision or chasing someone else's definition of success? Now every move I make answers this. Is this aligned with my assignment? If it's not, I'm gone. A for Afterglow science. After every win, I used to just move to the next thing. Now I pause to soak it in, feel it in my chest, celebrate it. Why? Because joy is the reward and the fuel. S for sensual maintenance. This ain't just sex. This is how I tend to my senses: touch, taste, smell, sound. What makes my nervous system purr? Sometimes it's music. Sometimes it's candles and eucalyptus steam. Sometimes it's rubbing lotion on my own damn hands and saying you deserve softness too, bruh. M
Yes.
for miracles. I look I look for them. I expect them. Not because life's perfect, but because I know that I am a miracle walking into every room. The divine didn't make me by mistake. So my orgasm ends with gratitude because every breath is a blessing in itself. So to every man listening, you don't have to fight to be powerful. You don't gotta feel to be powerful. You just gotta be real.
Real. Keeping it real, keeping it lit. That's fucking amazing there. That masculine orgasm. orchestrated resonance, generating absolute sustainable might. Ooh,
Right.
that's crazy. So you stopped fucking showing up for other people, people pleasing for just them, and tapping into your own self, your own senses, all of your senses, and started
Indeed.
lighting your own damn fire.
Yeah, when
Mm-hmm.
masculines stop performing and start presencing, it blesses the whole damn ecosystem. So yeah, congrats
Exactly,
to
because
you,
then you
Devar.
allow, yes, because then you allow females to trust and allow us to
Right.
be how we're supposed to be able to sit back. Yes, we're self-sufficient, but we're supposed to be able to trust a man to lead, a godly man, a divine man to be able to lead and have that trust in them. And so, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it sets the tone for everyone else as well. I love that. I really appreciate that.
Right.
Definitely weatherproof wisdom.
Whew,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Yeah.
Definitely.
So if orgasm is the eternal rhythm, how does dildo build the temple to house that beat?
Ooh, we
Ooh,
know
you
we have
go.
Uh-huh.
some ladies out there that love them dildos.
Them dildos. So go ahead and pull yours out. We're going to teach you how to use it properly.
Mm.
So, but first, we're going to ask Devar about this one. Devar, break down your divine infrastructure rules for us with a dildo, please. Men often
Oh,
equate power with grinding. How does dildo redefine strength?
okay. All right. You want to talk about deal though. All right. Let's build on that. It's
Mhm.
not just muscle, not just building an empire. Let's build a temple that can hold real power, the kind that doesn't collapse when the world stops clapping. D for divine integrity. For me, this is where it starts. Do I keep my word to myself when no one's looking? I used to break promises to me daily. Like, bruh, I'ma rest after this hustle. I'ma meditate tomorrow. I'ma talk to my daughter when I have more energy. But the truth is, your soul doesn't care about excuses. So I wrote a commitment. I vow to protect 30 minutes of solitude daily. I signed that joint in yellow ink and stuck it in my dashboard. That's my contract with the divine, and I don't break it for nobody, so don't ask. I for infrastructure. This ain't about looking busy. It's about setting up rituals that fuel your actual purpose. Before I touch any tech, I check in. I drink water, I breathe, I take a moment, I look into the sunlight. Even 5 minutes of stillness before the grind shifts my whole day. Structure doesn't restrict me, it fortifies me. L for legacy discipline. Listen, I don't hustle to impress, I hustle to impact. I use what I call the solar sprint, 90 minutes of being locked in, purpose driven action. Then I get up, stretch, hit a sun salutation, sip some lemon water, and remind myself why I started. It ain't about perfection, it's about consistency that honors your soul's fire. D for downshift. Gotta cut that overdrive off. I used to equate grind with glory, but the truth is, that nearly killed me. So now, when I feel myself spiraling, over functioning, chasing invisible metrics, I just stop. Palms to my core, I breathe and I whisper, I am not a machine. I downshift now. It's simple, but it saves me every time. O for Oasis mindset. Masculine power doesn't come from noise, it comes from inner stillness. Dildo is how we protect the temple, the one within, the one we build for the people we love, and the one we'll leave behind. So, yeah, call it what you want. But for me, dildo equals daily initiation into living divinely on purpose. Let's stay plugged into that. Let's hold the line. Let's build the temple.
Yes, I definitely want to build a temple with that dildo. That is some divine infrastructure for your ass right there. Ooh,
Damn, that was a whole divine download. Shit. Thank you.
right. I'm like, let me absorb it still. I'm looking around for my dildo.
Okay.
Shit.
Right.
Wow, Devar, I'm definitely going to have to start pulling out my dildo more often and using it.
Hey,
Yeah.
So, where Devar's gentlemen and brothers build temples, we ladies sculpt sacred riverbeds.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. So, let me tell you about Lady River. Lady River, who learned that even oceans need banks. There was a woman, let's call her Lady River, who carried oceans in her womb. She fed villages with her currents. She turned deserts to gardens, yet her banks were crumbling. I must flow harder, she roared, carving deeper canyons in her exhaustion. One moonless night, Lady River whispered, even rivers need riverbeds. Grab your dildo. Divine integrity is your true death. Stop bending for desert that can receive you. So Lady River planted her legacy discipline. She sculpted stone altars. She built her boundaries. Where adulting demanded too much, she stood on her boundaries. She dug moon pools. That's her rest sanctuary. That refilled her at low tides. Then came the overdrive monsoon. But now her failsafe activated. When the rains screamed, rush! She pulsed. I am tidal, not torrent, and spilled into her floodplains. That's her creative expression. And oh, her divine order? She let the moons pull, not man's calendar. She was guided by the moon. Dictate her rhythms. And soon Lady River didn't just flow. She sang. Her waters grew so clear they mirrored galaxies. Communities didn't just drink, they baptized their dreams in her presence. Why? Because her dildo wasn't control. It was devotion in liquid form.
Mm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you all to get your dildo out and start using it today.
Yes. Now
And
that you know how to use it properly.
exactly. And Lady River, that was me. That's just a little story I twisted out into how I went down the river and turned divine with my dildo.
That was
Yes.
pretty powerful, I gotta say. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, Madam Amani, can you describe your dildo to us?
Whew. My dildo. I don't mean the battery operated one. I mean divine infrastructure for living deliberately. My divine integrity looks like I don't answer texts that interrupt my peace. I keep boundaries. My infrastructure is coconut oil on a Sunday night while reading my soul back to sleep. My legacy discipline means I rest before I'm tired. I don't pour from empty, I pour from overflow. Because my grandma's prayers didn't survive Jim Crow just so I could burn out on overworking. And that overdrive, oh, I override like it's spam.
Ooh,
Hustle will not have me in a ditch by 50. No, no,
absolutely not.
no. So, yes, use your dildo daily, build your rhythm, choose your temple, and please don't wait for a collapse to construct your peace.
We're doing it daily, lifting up daily,
Yes,
rising up in
absolutely.
divine order. Yes, I love it. Absolutely. So then we have our solar sanctuary ritual. So where you can guide yourself through, lay down, do rituals so you can clear out your solar plexus and feel that energy lift. So first you're going to lie down And then place a yellow or cloth, something yellow, focused on yellow. That's the color for the solar plexus. And you place it over your solar plexus for step 1. You're going to breathe in orgasm. Golden honey fills your core.
Feels so good.
Yes. And step 2, you're going to exhale D.I.L.D.O. Whew. Still pillars fortify your aura. And step 3, you're going to chant, I am power under construction. My afterglow is armored. And then step 4, you fist pump the sky. I am eternal. Yes, absolutely. So regardless, for our ritual here, we are taking our power back. We're claiming our power, clearing our solar plexus, breathing in our orgasm, exhaling with our dildo, building those steel pillars, and clearing our chakras. I love it. Fist pump to the sky. We're telling the universe that we are powerful and eternal. Fuck yes.
Indeed.
So yeah, after our ritual, what we could do here is go ahead and gather around that community fire. So now's the time for you guys to fire off any fucking questions you have regarding your solar plexus, your orgasm, how to structure your dildo, anything you would like for us. So one question you may have is, I freeze when making decisions. Huh. Do your orgasm's power pose and whisper, my gut is a GPS. That's your guide.
Yeah, that's not indecision. That's inner noise. Here's your practice. Lay your hand on your core, close your eyes, and say, even if I mess up, I'm still divine. Then choose not perfectly, but powerfully, because clarity doesn't come before choice, it comes after it.
Absolutely. Holy smokes. Yeah, we're gonna get clarity. We're gonna tap
Yes.
into ourselves. That's this whole thing was about plugging back in, turning into ourselves, clearing our solar plexus, and lifting our divine, masculine and feminine. So I love it.
Yes.
Mm.
Both.
Yeah. So I get it. Decision paralysis is real, especially when you're used to everyone else weighing in before you even hear your own voice. That's where the dildo micro choice drill comes in. Start small, choose your tea, your hoodie, your route home, and do it fast. Don't pause. Don't ask for backup. Just move. Because here's the truth, every tiny choice you make in confidence is building that inner scaffolding, your divine infrastructure. It's like reprogramming your nervous system to trust you again. And when you practice micro choices daily, you silence that internal committee of doubt. You stop freezing, you stop folding, you step forward, no apologies. That's masculine integrity in motion, rooted, deliberate, and sacred.
Ooh, I love that. Sacred with intention. And then we can make that choice. Because that one small choice, even a micro choice, that's acknowledgement and that is a step forward.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So another question around the fire here might be how to say no without guilt. That's a big one for people because we all know some people have a hard fucking time saying no with a period.
They do. They
Right.
think it's not a full sentence.
Exactly. So we have to know our solar plexus mantra. My
Yeah.
no is fertilizer for my yes. And so tap your solar plexus 3 times, shout, my power is non-negotiable. Fuck that shit. No with a
Mm.
period.
Exactly. Guilt is grief in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
So you're grieving the version of you that let people walk over your fire. Say this with me. My no is a sacred ceremony. Stand in it, rock in it, as RiZe would say, moan if you must. but
Yes.
don't
Hey.
backpedal. That
Yeah.
no is your golden gate. Remember that.
Yes. The
Mm-hmm.
golden fucking gate. Yes. We're going to keep our
Yeah.
no.
Right. Real talk, saying no used to feel like betrayal to me. I thought I had to earn love by being available, being helpful, being everything, but I learned this. Self-abandonment is not service. You can't protect your peace and please everybody else. So now I check in with my body. If it tightens, if it hesitates, that's a no. And I don't explain it away. I don't over apologize. I just let it be a boundary, not a debate. Guilt shows up, but I remind myself I'm not rejecting them. I'm respecting myself. And that's the real truth.
That's truth right there, because that's what they didn't
Mm,
want us to do, is tap into ourself. And we were always running around thinking that love or anything equaled overdoing for other people and never
Right.
looking into what we had
People
going on.
pleasing. Hmm.
Exactly.
hmm
Fuck that. Mm-mm. And if you're not here for yourself, you can't be there for them.
Right.
Right. So I
Exactly.
kind of do like a little power practice that I do. I write down three things that I keep saying yes to out of guilt. I choose one to cut out every for this week and call it a power withdrawal. Honor it like it's a rite of passage.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm gonna have to start doing that because I do notice when I start getting flustered or stressed out, I feel like I'm getting pulled too many ways. When I finally say the no, you feel so much more relaxed and happy.
So much more
Whew,
relaxed.
it's just
Yeah.
like, why was I
hmm
putting myself through all that? So
Right.
that's what
Like
it
what the.
is. Yeah,
Right.
self-respect.
Hmm.
Like we could run around ragged for everybody else, but you can't respect your own self enough to say, okay,
Right.
I need rest.
Just like today when I took that job for Sunday, I was like,
Hmm.
after I did it, I was stressing myself out. Like, oh, I'm going to disappoint everybody because we're not going to go to Jazz in the Park on Sunday. And I'm like, what are
And
you
it's like,
talking about? It's fine.
right, it's
It'll
all
be a
okay.
whole nother week to do that. Like,
Getting in my head,
Right.
and we've been all the other weeks.
yeah, exactly.
hmm
Yeah,
Right.
so it's all working out. I love that shit. That was a great community fire.
Yes.
Now,
hmm
we got to do our afterglow recap. So, Soulfire fam, let's crystallize today's lightning bolts with a recap. Your
Mm.
solar plexus isn't weak. Mm-mm. It's eclipsed. Burnout, indecision, that's just power grid sabotage. Thanks to hustle culture. Fuck that. We
Right.
want to hustle, but we want to have balance. You got to have balance where you check in with yourself. You'll hustle
Mm.
better, brighter, more responsibly when you do it under the guidance of making sure your chakras and your energy system's cleared out. You'll have better
Indeed.
positive input, positive output. When you have trash going in, you have trash coming out.
Absolutely. That's the truth.
Yes. So that orgasm recharge. To recap, that's that ongoing replenishment equals 3 p.m. swoon breaks. Make sure you do your pleasure pulses. Radiance guardianship equals my no is fertilizer for my yes. Say it loud, ladies and gents.
Yes.
And goddess alignment. Cedar oil plus solar plexus massage. I am the CEO of my energy. You own that shit.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. Yes.
Devar, what about
All
that
right.
dildo power grid?
Hey, listen, let's be clear. Your power isn't missing. It's just buried under noise, guilt, and grind culture. But now you got the tools, you got the truth. D.I.L.D.O ain't about performance, it's about presence. It's about engineering peace, guarding purpose, and creating legacy like your soul depends on it because it does. So protect your fire, nurture your sun, and let the world adjust to your glow, not the other way around.
Hmm.
Exactly. That's that divine order with that dildo. I'm gonna
Mhm.
lay mine right
Yes.
next to the bed. Hmm.
Okay.
That part.
Yes. So solar plex upgrades. golden storm breath melts doubt, so the exhale equals game changer.
Yep.
The lion's roar activation equals roaring I am 3 times. So I am. Do it now. Why
I
wait?
am. Yes. So good.
And then the turmeric tea equals liquid sunshine for your guts.
That turmeric is really good for us. Yes.
It really is.
I love it. I have me some. All right. So yes, and then that biggest truth, your afterglow isn't recovery, it's revolution. So now who's ready to close this temple with fire? I loved
Yeah,
it. Torch that
I
shit down.
loved it too. Yes.
That was a great orgasm. So, any final flames, Madam Amani, for our listeners? Any final flames for them tonight?
So, listen, people, your legacy is the sight of you well rested, fully lit, and spiritually hydrated. So, I need you to remember this: radiance is resistance, stillness is strategy, pleasure is power, and every time you honor your solar fire, you heal the generations behind you and ignite the ones ahead. So, glow like your yes is gospel, burn like your boundaries are holy, and baby, never dim for systems that fear your shine. You are the sun in human form. So keep rising.
Keep fucking rising and keep shining. That's your unapologeticness.
Yes.
Let's get it.
I know that's right.
Devar, any final flames?
Yeah, definitely. Build your dildo grid. Anchor your peace. Your stillness is power. Your boundaries are legacy blueprint. The world don't need a louder you. It needs a rooted you. Unapologetic, unshakable, and undeniable. Now go radiate like the sun forgot how to dim.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
Yes. Because even when that shit is out, we need to be the sun through those clouds.
Sure
Yes.
do.
And when we're all going through those process and bonding together, imagine how much more beautiful it is to be around others. Because remember, if you can't sit with yourself, I sure don't want to fucking sit with you.
At all.
So make sure you
Absolutely.
shine it. Right.
Right, indeed.
So yeah, this was great. I loved it. I thank you all for orgasm and having this great dildo time. And I want us all to remember you are not recovering, you are reclaiming. Now go solar flare so bright, burnout begs for your mercy from a dildo.
Hey.
Yes. And so until next time, until we light shit up again, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a spark.